And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved Frozen Factory. Well, I added 2 more filters up here, so you can see this is where the power beams up. That's why I like to use this, because I can distribute the power a lot better that way. So we've got 163, and we're going to need 512 just to kick off the research. I've already started the research for the efficient vein, because the other 2 research items are just bars, the chromium and the molybdenum bars. So I've started that process, and I'm continually building these blocks to get more filters and stuff, because one of the crafting ingredients for the next tier of the trencher drills is compressed chlorine. So we have to build a system very similar to this down in the toxic caverns. So we're needing to do 2 things. We're needing to build another set of this, minus probably the storage tank. I think I can just push it right down into a bottler. So I don't need a whole lot of storage. We're not going to use overly large amounts of chlorine. So I can just set up a simple system down there for that. But we are going to need more power down there. Right now, just basically 1 purple laser is all that's going down. It's upgraded, but it's not enough to power not only the trenchers that we're going to need, but also the particle filtration that we're going to need. So I set up a little system here to send power over to my main mine shaft here. And I've got this little laser as a reference point to not only the exact center, which is pretty easy because it's a 9x9 mine shaft, but also to space it out, because these conduits can go twice the distance that these lasers can go. So we're going to want to set up a system to move these lasers, and as soon as that laser disappears, just like that, we're going to want to set up another system. And I don't have any regular blocks on me, so we're going to zip up here. Oh, that one hurt. I do have a jetpack, but it uses so much power. Come on. There we go. Whew. Okay, so there's the laser right there. And let's set up a little walkway here that we can get out there. So it looks like the laser, it looks like we are right at the level the laser comes out at. So let's set this up right here. I think this is basically where it comes down to, right there. So let's set up another laser heading down. The first laser should connect to this one. Yep. And now we can go down here, and I guess it really didn't matter on this front, because we're just going to go down to here, and I'm going to add another system right here for moving power. Unfortunately, we have this in the way, so we're going to want to go up. Let's see, 1 more before we put the battery in. So the battery is going to go here. Just like that. And I'm going to kick my jetpack on to make this a little bit easier. Oh, nope, one too high. That should finish off the battery. Now I can take these out. And I'm going to add a... let's see, let's go up to the top first. Get rid of that block. Oh, I missed it. So I want to first of all, let's get rid of these here. And then add a conduit onto the bottom. That should flip around, and now we can go all the way to the bottom. We should be able to put a conduit on the bottom one here. Just be very careful when you do, because as soon as these start firing, they're going to be really dangerous. So let's and now we've got way more power, 10,000 power per second down to this level. So now we're going to want to create another system to go down to basically offset this. And I think this is much further down this way than this run was. This was one run down to this level, but now I think we're going to need to find out some midpoint down here. No, not up. I want to go down. So we're gonna get my blocks ready to go, and let's set up right here. Okay, so this is gonna be, I think, right about here. Yep. And so offset it one more time. And that should give us the final run down. So let's see where this one ends, and we might need another. Oh, yep. So let's get our blocks ready to go. And let's set it up right here. It looks like I need to go down one or two more. So let's offset this down one here and one more, and that should give us our final depth. So let's just follow this around. That's where the light is. So all the way around there. Okay, that looks like it is too low. Right there looks perfect. So let's take these out, put our battery in, and since we're doing this, might as well do it right. So here we go. Battery should go right along this side. It's hitting that block, which is good. We want that. Not 100% necessary, but trying to get the maximum distance out of these conduits that I can, because they're not really cheap. They're pretty pricey. So now we need to go back up. And let's take this out. Here. And that just falls down, which is fine. I'm gonna just zip my way up here. Be careful. Careful zipping up too fast, because you might run into the beam that's up here. And now that should be beaming power straight down. Again, don't walk in the path. So now we're getting power almost down to the toxic caverns, almost down to where we need it. So there is that one there, and I should be able, no, we're gonna need to go down, we're gonna need another system to go down here. Why doesn't that, I still don't know why sometimes it doesn't drop for me. All right. Let me get one of these and send that down. There's a block that we can pick up. That was a transmitter. So now we can go down roughly where that ends. And set up another midway. Okay, we got a little bit more to go. And now set up another system. I'm guessing right there. Perfect. Okay. Continuing going down. And we made it to this level, which is good. This is the toxic caverns. This is where we want to be. And let's set up a... I don't want to do it like on the ground level. I'd like to set it up somewhere a little higher up. So let's find out where the center is. Should be it right here. Because I want to be able to walk underneath. Zip up here. Now Arthur is completely out of power, and I kind of thought this was happen, so I brought a Mark V power booster, so I should be able to charge him up with that. So let's put the conduit in. Oh, why didn't that battery finish? Oh, I didn't actually finish it. There we go. Now I can put the conduit on. Okay. Now I need to head back up. Put a conduit up on top. We should have enough power down after that to really go crazy. So let's wire. There you go. Stop for me. So let's put the conduit in here. Now we should be good with power down here. Got quite a bit to work with. Probably going to need to add some more turbines soon because we're going to be stressing that system out quite a bit. So now we have power down here. Let's figure out where we want to put the actual systems. I think we're just going to kind of go in this general area, and let's get some wall up and running. Let's see, all the way down here. Slap another one on there. Now I should have a nice area for setting up the filter systems. There we go. Let all that fill in. Slowly fill in here. Now I'm going to be able to come this way and build a filter system over here. Looks like I might need an excavator over here, so let's I'm going to set up some temporary stuff here because I want an excavator to sort of dig this out here. Don't want to go too big because there's a system over there. So if I just center it right down the middle here, and that's a good spot. Right there is where I want it. Okay, first of all, let's set up the height to be much less. 30 is good. Let's set up the radius to be like that big. Oh, we're gonna need a little bit more room than that. 13. That give us. It'd be 5. We're gonna need a little bit more space than this. So let's go out to here. Because it's 5 plus 5 plus basically 5. So it's 15 across is basically how big one filter system is anyway. Oh, I got one more in the gap there. So it looks like we're going to run into where that conduit is. So we want to make sure we drop none and only clear garbage. And 16 should work. And now that we've got plenty of power down here, I can just bring it straight in. And there it goes. And that'll give us a nice little area here to work with. And it shouldn't take long to clear. There's a lot of air in here. So after it's cleared out the base a bit, we'll have a little bit more space to work with. Let's clear that up. This is just nice and flat for all of our building purposes, and we've got plenty of power down here now. Not worried about that. I don't know. Oh, it's probably digging from the back to the front. That's why we haven't seen any progress yet. So if I went back here, there's probably some evidence somewhere over here. Over here maybe? Yeah, there's... You can see it start carving it out there. All right. Let me put some lights in here. I'll have to move the lights eventually. Just because I don't know where all the buildings are going to go yet. So we can just let that sit and process. Yeah, as it starts clearing these out, it should go pretty fast. It can process air blocks really, really fast. Much faster than it can actually process the blocks themselves. So yeah, this shouldn't take long at all. Oh, no, I don't want to go up. Or down, I mean. I want to go up. So yeah, that is the system. We're going to want to go down even more. So we're going to carry this system down even further. I can probably do that off camera though, because it's just more of the same, but we want to go down all the way down to where we are mining the tier 4 ores, and then we want to go down a little bit further from that to roughly about minus 1000 to about minus 1020, where the magma caves start, because we're going to also want to get some compressed sulfur. So we're going to need a whole nother system of piping or filters for sulfur, and we're going to be using a lot more sulfur than we do chlorine. So as far as systems go, we're going to want to invest quite a bit more into a sulfur filtration process, just because we're going to be using so much of it. Yeah, I see you, Camelbot. I put up a little turret over here. just to clear some of the bots out. And in my hanging around the cold caverns here, I've actually accumulated over 100 more organic rock just lingering down here, because I've got each one of these batteries sitting on the floor, and then I've got a laser on top, and then a hopper in vacuum mode. And what that allows is the camel bots to randomly go hook up to the battery, get shot, and then I'll grab their organic rock automatically. So it's a little organic rock farm, and it's pretty good. Generates quite a bit. And if you really want, if you have a laser sort of around, if there's a battery, they like to camp around batteries. So just be aware of that. You could also put an induction charger down, and they are really attracted to those. So you can put an induction charger down, put a few vacuum hoppers around, and then put some lasers on it, and they love to flock to those. So how many do we have? We have 206. We're just about halfway there. Another 50, and we'll be halfway there. How many blocks do I have? Another 200 blocks. Nice. So yeah, I'm just adding in the imbued blocks. Oh. I need to put a laser over here. Don't be hitting me. Yeah, I need to put a laser somewhere over here, because this is the only one that's really not protected. I don't think I have another laser on me. It's unfortunate. But that'll have to do it for this episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.